the mother of idiots. In a quiet village surrounded by dusty roads, life moved slowly and simply. Small houses stood close together under the rising sun. People knew each other, yet not everyone was understood. This is the story of a mother the village never truly saw. Amina lived in this village with her 3 sons. She walked beside them every morning with steady steps. Her world revolved around protecting them, even when the world judged them harshly. Inside their small home, Amina prepared a simple meal. Her sons sat quietly nearby, watching her hands move. The house was poor but clean. Love filled every corner. Together they walked through the village streets. People watched as they passed by. Some whispered, without understanding. Amina never stopped walking. The boys reached the local school like every other child. They stood near the gate, unsure of their place. The building looked large and serious. Hope waited quietly outside. The school principal spoke firmly to Amina. Rules were mentioned, and patience was missing. Amina listened without interrupting. Her silence carried dignity. Amina left the school with her sons. The road ahead felt longer than before. No words were spoken. Only footsteps echoed behind them. At home, Amina began teaching Rashid using small stones. Each number took time. Each lesson required patience. She never rushed him. Bilal learned words through repetition. Amina spoke slowly and clearly. Progress came little by little. She celebrated every small step. Saad sat near the window during lessons. Sunlight fell across the floor. Learning was simple but honest. Amina stayed consistent every day. At night, the house grew quiet. An oil lamp lit the room softly. Amina watched her sons sleep. Tomorrow would begin again. Life in the village continued. People worked, children played, time moved on. Amina and her sons blended into the background. Unnoticed but present, Amina worked in rich homes to survive. Her hands cleaned floors and washed dishes. Her mind stayed with her children. Every effort was for them. One year, drought struck the village. Fields dried and water became scarce. Fear spread among the people. No one knew what to do. While passing a hill, Rashid noticed an old well. Something felt different to him. He remembered its sound. He told his mother. Villagers gathered around the forgotten well. Water was still there. Hope returned to the village. A simple observation changed everything. In the market, a merchant collapsed. People froze in confusion. Bilal moved without hesitation. Help arrived in time. Food became limited in many homes. Saad shared what little they had. No one asked him to. He acted naturally. Amina watched her sons help others. She said nothing. Her lessons were visible now. The village began to notice. Town elders gathered to discuss recent events. The boys' names were mentioned with respect. Perspectives slowly changed. Judgment weakened. The school principal came to Amina's home. His words were calmer this time. The past felt heavy. Amina listened as before. Years later, Amina became ill. Her strength faded quietly. Her sons stayed close. Roles slowly reversed. Bilal spoke carefully with the doctor. He understood more than expected. Communication came through patience, just like his mother taught. Saad sat beside Amina with a book. Stories returned to the room. Time slowed. Memories filled the silence. Morning light entered the house softly. Everything felt still. The sons remained together. Change was near. The village gathered to say goodbye. People stood quietly in respect. Words were few. Understanding was complete. An elder spoke to the crowd. Truth replaced old opinions. Regret filled the air. Honor followed. Villagers approached the 3 brothers kindly. Support replaced distance. Time corrected its mistake. Acceptance arrived late. Amina's house stood peaceful at sunset. Light touched the walls gently. Her presence remained, even in absence. Rashid managed responsibilities carefully. He worked with focus. Confidence grew steadily. Purpose found its place. Bilal continued helping people daily. Actions spoke clearly for him. Trust followed naturally. Respect stayed. Sod guided younger children patiently. Lessons were simple and kind. The cycle continued. Teaching lived on. The village thrived again. Life moved forward with balance. Mistakes were remembered. Wisdom remained. The old well flowed steadily. Water reflected the sky. A reminder stood quietly. Value is often overlooked. The world once called her the mother of idiots, but she raised hearts stronger than judgment. Intelligence is not speed, speech, or status. True worth is revealed through patience, kindness, and love. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more magical tales.